Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back with another dip review. Today I am trying something I haven't tried in a while, and last time I tried it, it was in completely different packaging. Today we are looking at Copenhagen Black. This used to be called Copenhagen Wayman's Reserve, and then they came out with Copenhagen Reserve, which I still can't find. And they changed the Wayman's Reserve to Copenhagen Black. So, this is the first time I've been able to try it, and it's new style packaging because, quite frankly, down in my area, I can't really find this. Around here, it seems to be fairly common. So, what you have is Copenhagen Black. Yay! Um, Black label, gold lettering, kind of a grayish gunmetal gray there in the middle with the Copenhagen logo and the obligatory Surgeon General's warning. On the side, we have branding Copenhagen. There it says Wayman's Reserve. Yay! Long cut black. All the obligatory printed information, the code, and on the back, the guaranteed fresh. And I have until November. That's 2 months away, roughly. Yeah. So not bad. Dip is a lot fresher in this area, I've noticed. Having a semi well populated area counts for fresh dip, at least most of the places I've gone. I did run into one store the other day. She's like, "Oh, here, this is a nice, pretty can." It was a can of Kodiak from 2023, I think, or 2022. It was old. I almost bought it just for the can, but I wasn't about to pay full price. Anyway, U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company, Nashville, Tennessee, has their 800 number on there in case you want to inquire. It's standard 1.2 ounce can, that is 34.02 grams for you metric folks. Smokeless tobacco, underage sale prohibited, tax class M, sale only allowed in the United States, and it is 100% American tobacco. Yeah, America. Gotta love it. Anyway, I'm going to cut this bad boy open. Now, if I remember last time I tried some of this Wayman's Reserve, or Black now, as it's called, it was essentially a natural with bourbon added to it. So, let's see if they've changed it. Nope. Yep. It's got some booziness to it, definitely. There's your can shot. This is a little bit, almost looks like a finer cut. Not the Copenhagen's extra long cut, but Copenhagen's what they call a long cut, which is actually more of a mid cut. But yeah, definitely, I'm getting that natural tobacco, but there is like a boozy note to it. Definitely got a boozy note to it. So yeah, it's got some whiskey or bourbon in there. The more I stick my nose in it, yep, better it is. Anyway, let's go. Someone just walked into that room across the hall. I can hear it. Yeah, the life in a hotel. And I still got another 2 or 3 weeks of this to go. So yeah. New job, working out pretty good. I'm really liking it. Okay, and we are off to the races. I got bits of dip all over me. Yep. New job, working out pretty well. A lot of the procedures and stuff, I've been doing this kind of stuff for a while. So I'm used to how the retail process works. Mainly having to learn the nuances of how Tractor Supply runs things compared to other retailers. So far, I'm pretty impressed. You can tell they've been doing this for a while and they got their system down pretty good. The crew at the store I'm at right now, awesome crew. They broke down an entire truck of freight in like 6.5 hours on Sunday. Just phenomenal job. and Fat Boy was sweating like crazy. I haven't tossed feed for a few years. I mean, at the hardware store, most of the hardware parts are kind of small. But yeah, tossing, separating pallets of dog food out and stuff like that. Yeah, I hadn't done that in a few years, and I could tell. It gave me a workout. No need for a gym membership if you work at Tractor Supply. You will get your exercise. So, anyway, this is juicing up quite nicely now. Definitely has that natural dark fired flavor to it, but there's definitely an undertone of some bourbon whiskey type notes in there. I almost wouldn't say undertone. It's kind of a 50-50. They're sharing the palate fairly well. Getting a smokiness, light salt, very light saltiness. But right now I'm catching that bourbon-esque flavor. This kind of reminds me when you're smoking a cigar and you have a nice glass of bourbon. Those two flavors mingling in your mouth when you're smoking on the cigar and drinking some bourbon at the same time. Very similar. Very similar flavor experience I'm getting here. A lot of people don't like Copenhagen Black, mainly because of the bourbon-esque flavor. If you're not a whiskey drinker or a bourbon drinker, this is not a dip for you. No. But for someone who does appreciate a good cigar and good bourbon, yes, yes, Copenhagen Black is quite enjoyable. Get that nice dark fired tobacco with a splash of bourbon or whiskey, whatever they're using. Got some of that like peatiness, oakiness type flavor in the background there, blends in with the tobacco. Pairs together quite well. So, yeah. And the last time I had a can of this, it was an old can. It was like 3 weeks out of date, if I remember correctly. This stuff here, I still got a couple of months to enjoy it. So it's nice, fresh, moist, the way it's meant to be. Yeah. Yeah, and I found out that there's a few other guys at work. One of them enjoys his dip. A couple of other youngsters there into the nicotine pouches. I've spoiled them already a little bit. I got so many cans of nicotine pouches and stuff open. I took a few cans in and was handing them out to some of the guys. So, won me some brownie points with those guys keeping them hopped up on nicotine and they don't have to pay for it. All in all, this is a very enjoyable dip. Holding together fairly well. It's that Copenhagen mid cut. So as I'm busy here talking, I am getting some floaters, a little bit more than normal, but still nothing outrageous. And it's not floater city all over the place. For the most part, it's holding together, one solid mass. On the outer edge, as I'm talking, little bits of it are flying out. But just a quick tuck with the tongue, it's right back in there. So, but yeah, if you like naturals and you like bourbon or whiskey, this might be worth giving it a try. Don't know if you'll like the combination, but I do. I'm getting text messages popping up on my screen. Yeah, one thing I really like about this, the hardware store where I used to work, small business, independently owned and operated. Owner had 4 stores, but 3 of the 4 stores were in Northern California. And I was like the lone outpost in the north. So not a whole lot of interaction between me and the other managers and stuff. We were kind of the redheaded stepchild of the company. Here, there's 8 or 9 other managers. I think soon to be 10. Tractor Supply is moving into the West with a vengeance right now. they're opening stores all over the West, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm in a text group with my counterparts at some of the other stores here in the state. They do weekly Zoom meetings. You get to sit down and talk with everybody, see how things are going. The district manager kind of gives the game plan, what he wants to see going on. A lot of communication. Um, Good group of folks. They like to have fun. But yeah, all in all, I'm really glad I made the choice. And I figured I had one more job change left in me before I ride off into the sunset in another 10 years, 15 years, if I ever retire. I'm one of those people, I think if I ever retire, I'll die of boredom. So I'll probably be working until I die. But all in all, good group of folks to work with. I'm really enjoying it. So, but yeah. Um, all in all, very enjoyable dip, very enjoyable new job. The only thing I don't really enjoy, living out of a hotel room. Kind of cool for the first week or so, but I'm now on week 3, heading into week 3. Yeah, I want to go home, be in my own bed, pet my cat, feed my fish, maybe kiss my wife. I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys have not tried Copenhagen Black and you like a natural and you like bourbon whiskey type flavors, this is a very good match. Um, no complaints from me. It's quite enjoyable. It's kind of the best of both worlds put in a can. Bourbon and tobacco. Yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Copenhagen Black. Mikey likes it, especially when you get a fresh can. I'm going to sit here for a while and enjoy this. I will let you guys go. Continue on. Do what you do. Love what you do. And love who you do it with. Just don't love your coworkers. You can love your coworkers, just don't love your coworkers, if you know what I mean. Unless you're into that weird stuff, but it's not me. Catch you all later. Bye.